Northford farmer who lost all of his crops during last month's hailstorm is headed to D.C.
Before he goes to the nation's capital, first he went to our state capital trying to build up support. News 8's Tina Detel live in Hartford with more on his cause. Tina.
Yeah, good evening, Darren and Ann. Basically, Willie Dellacamera says that the state and federal governments are not doing enough for farmers, and he wants them to do more.
For every small farm in the United States of America that needs help.
Willie Dellacamera is on his way to Washington. First, though, a stop at the state capitol to let local lawmakers know he needs their help, too.
A little over 2 weeks ago, my whole farm got damaged by hail.
Dellacamera says in just a few minutes he lost his entire income for the rest of the year when hail pummeled the crops on his Northford farm last month.
My farm lost $410,000. That's what I got in bills. That's what I need to pay my bills.
You know, Will's farm has federal insurance, so I think he pays $15,000 a year for that insurance. And as he said, they're offering him $42,000, you know, less than 10% of his total loss.
Dellacamera wants there to be a fund for farmers when devastation strikes, and he wants the federal insurance program reformed.
When stuff like this happens, they could bail out the farmers at 0% interest, not a low interest loan, get them back on their feet, get them going right away as fast as possible.
Dellacamera didn't get to talk with the governor, but he did have an unexpected meetup with Senator Richard Blumenthal outside the state capitol.
I asked all you guys to pull up your bootstraps, and I've gotten nothing.
This farmer pressed the senator for support.
When you come to D.C., I'm going to introduce you to some of my colleagues so that we can show them the kind of issues that you're raising here.
Dellacamera says if he drove straight through to Washington, it would take him about 18 hours. But he plans to stop at farms and even ice cream stands along the way, like he has here in Connecticut. So he expects to get to Washington on Tuesday.
And we produce some of the most healthy, nutritious vegetables right here in Connecticut, and no one's standing up for us. Nobody.
Now, Dellacamera says from this state capitol, he is not going to the U.S. Capitol, but rather he is going to the U.S. Department of Agriculture on his tractor. We're live in Hartford. Tina Detel, News 8.